Can I call myself sober? Can I call myself a recovered addict if I smoke weed every day?
What's up, y'all? What's up? It's Friday. I'm so excited. I cannot hide it. I got one more day of work, which is today. I don't have to be there until 4:30, so I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and go to the park today, which is one of my happy places. And we're gonna chop it up a little bit. But right now, y'all, it's so crazy because I had tags with 2019 plates on them. It's 2022 right now. I had been riding around with 2019 tags, but yesterday I took care of that. I handled that. I spent that stack. But the crazy thing is, I keep looking in the mirror for police and ready to dodge them for getting behind me, because I keep forgetting that I'm legit. But anyways, y'all, let me pay attention to this road. I'll be at the park soon, and we're gonna chop it up a little bit. Y'all, I'm so excited. From 2019 tags. Finally legit. Finally, it happened to me. Y'all, today I'm doing another trail. I'm doing the Spillway Trail. Y'all, today I'm doing another trail. I'm doing the Spillway Trail. Geese, swans. I don't know what y'all are, but y'all stay over there. I'm in y'all territory, huh? I'm leaving. When the road gets tough, keep on going. Hey, y'all. While I was debating where I should shoot a video at out here in the park, and I passed this murky, nasty water. I'm like, nah, that's nasty. No one wants to see murky, nasty water in the background. But then I thought about it. Murky, nasty water is where the lotus flower grows from. And if you're familiar with the lotus flower, it's one of the most beautiful flowers ever. And it comes from water like that. So that lets you know that even you, if you're in a dark place, you can come out of it beautiful. Okay, jumping right into the video. Can I call myself sober? Can I call myself a recovered addict if I smoke marijuana? It's accepted, it's legal, but is it okay for a recovered addict, someone that wrestled with drugs, to smoke marijuana? For me, it's always for me, because I can't speak for anybody else, but my sobriety is not up for debate. To me, weed is weed. When you make up in your mind, I'm always talking about making up in your mind. When you make up in your mind that you're done with something, I'm done with cocaine, I'm not going to do that anymore. If I want to smoke weed, that's my choice. Now, when I take a piss test, yeah, it's going to come back that my urine is dirty for marijuana, but that's it. And to me, that's an accomplishment. To me, that means a lot. I don't have nothing to prove. I don't have nothing to prove now. I didn't have nothing to prove then when I was an addict. I never cared. I never had, my character spoke for itself. I might have been everywhere I go, everywhere. I was high. Family functions, I'm talking about marijuana. I was always high. The family always knew. My eyes was always red. That's the only way you could tell that I'm high, is if my eyes was red. But I'm not acting no kind of way. I'm not I'm not acting no different way or anything. But let me tell you this. I used to smoke marijuana and lace it with my cocaine. And if y'all from Florida, y'all know that's called a dirty. So I would mix it and I would smoke it, and that thing would get a sizzling. But you know, this one thing, why is there discrimination in the drug world? Why do people that snort cocaine, like I used to do, they think they're better than someone that smokes crack from a pipe? Let me tell you something. It's all the same thing, just in different forms. If you snort it, if you smoke it, if you inject it, you're not better than each other. It's all the same. You know, it's funny now. Old people back in the day, they used to call weed dope. Call it dope. Don't call my weed dope. That's a trigger for me. Don't call my weed dope. I smoke marijuana. I smoke pot. I smoke reefer. I've always loved the smell of weed. When I was younger, this guy downstairs, he used to plant weed in his backyard. And I used to be like, when he used to smoke it, I used to be like, Mama, that's weed. And one time I said that to my mama, and she damn near slapped me and said, what do you gotta say? You know what weed, you just want me to know that you know what weed smells like. Like, okay, I know what weed smells like, and one day I'm gonna smoke it. It smells good. My mama never did anything. She never smoked weed. I never seen my mama smoke weed. I never seen my mama smoke a cigarette. I never seen my mama drink a beer, drink wine. I never seen my mama do anything wrong. My whole life I was sheltered. I would never know what any drug was until I moved out of my mama's house. One thing I will say is you have to be careful who you get your weed from. For one, some people just out to make a quick buck. So you just never know what your weed is laced with. Anything could be in your weed. People could be jealous of you. You just never know. You just got to be very careful who you get your weed from. And another thing is, the dope man that you used to get your drugs from, if you quit doing drugs, if you quit smoking dope or snorting powder or doing heroin, don't think you're strong enough to go get your weed from him. Don't do it. Find somebody else that sells weed and weed only, and go in there and get your weed, and then you don't have to be worried about it. It's not a trigger for you. The dude that I used to get my cocaine from, I seen him in the streets, and he was like, dang, Nikki, you don't even come with me no more. What's up? I know you got clean or whatever, but you still smoke, don't you? I'm like, yeah. He said, well, don't be no fake friend. If you gonna fuck with me, you gonna fuck with me. You can still come get your weed. No, I can't do that, because I wasn't ready for that then. Nah, it ain't nothing. I could go to wherever house to get my weed. I still choose not to, because I just don't like the environment that it puts you in. But you have to be mindful. You have to know your own mind. You have to look deep within. You have to know your triggers. You got to know what you're capable of, and you have to know what you fought for. You know that you can't go in this and knock on that back door and get you some weed and I say, hey, what else you got? If you can't do that, don't even go to the dispensary. Go to the dispensary. I just don't like the vibe anymore of what the trap gives off. Like, I'd rather go to the dispensary. I don't want to have to go to nobody's house, go knock on nobody's back door and say, give me a dub. I don't want to do that. It don't even sound good to me anymore. I don't want to tell anybody to give me a dub of anything. But yeah, that's just my thing. Let me see what else. But one thing about weed, it's not gonna make you get in an accident. Now, it might make you stop at a green light. It might make you do that, but it's not gonna make your mouth do this. I mean, it's not gonna do that. When you smoke it, it's not gonna sizzle if ain't nothing in it. So you just have to be very mindful. And some people, you're just not strong. You're just not strong enough for it. But me, if I stop smoking weed, that might be a trigger. I mean, I'm strong or whatever, but I have to. I'm weird as heck. I go through crazy situations. I mean, I do need something to calm my mind. And just like people need some coffee, and I'm not justifying me smoking. I smoke because I want to smoke. But people, they get coffee in the morning. They addicted to coffee. They need their coffee in the morning. Or people smoke their cigarettes. They need their cigarettes. And so it's some things that you want to do and you're not affecting anybody or whatever. And you're not really affecting yourself. And to me, marijuana is one of them. But for you, if you're just in your beginning stage, your premature stage of recovery, I advise you just to go cold turkey. Let your mind relax for a while. Don't put anything in your body. Just be organic and see how that works for you. Now, if you need to take a puff, then wait till you're strong enough and then go to the dispensary or something. What else we gonna talk about? And then at one point I was like, hey, Nikki, you know what? You can just not snort, just smoke your dirtiest, and then you'll be all right. Hell no, that ain't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. So eventually I said, you know what? I can't even smoke these. I have to just completely stop. It's just a trigger. You have to make up in your mind. You have to do what works for you. You have to play around with it, see what works. It might take you 5 years. It might take you 10 years. It might take you 20 years. But what else we gonna talk about today, y'all? I'm drinking on me some water. It's some cheap water. I don't know. Okay, but y'all, I had to move from that spot because my mother calls, and she's on speaker because I'm recording, and she calls, and I'm like, hey, Mom, like, where are you at? So I'm at the park. She's like, are you back there by yourself? Is that water behind you? I'm like, yeah, Mama. She's like, you're back there by yourself? Out there by yourself? Yes, Mama. So people are walking past. She knows she's on speaker. She's like, it's only white people. Are you the only black person out there? Oh my God, Mama, that is so embarrassing. So I'm like, you're on speaker. She has no filter. So I'm like, I'll just call you back. And I hung up on her. And I left because that is so embarrassing. Like, they heard her. This lady is my mama, almost 70 years old with no filter. My mama the type of mama, you better not call on speaker. You better not call on speaker. And now I know I can't even answer on speaker. That lady there, gotta love her. So she calls back, y'all, and says, did they ever find dead bodies out there? Really, Mama? Like, how did you find this place? Did you Google it? Why does it matter, Mama? But I didn't say that. But I'm serious. Mamas be so nosy. Unnecessarily so. Are mamas nosy by default, or they just nosy? Hey, y'all. When I'm back to the car, my mama just embarrassed me so bad. I'm just finna leave the whole state park. Because that lady there, she don't have no filter, man. And then she like, what did I say? What do you mean? You said all that on speaker. And I couldn't press the end button fast enough. Oh, excuse me. I don't have corona. Well, hell, I might. But, all right, y'all. So, I'm about to leave this park. Okay, so, yeah, we'll do this thing here in a couple of days. Another video. But in the meantime, y'all stay sober, stay honest, and stay free. I'm out.